Hi collective, yeah, well usually I do my the cards that I got in the collective reading I usually do on a Monday, but today I've decided to do it tonight after the reading so that it's fresh in my mind and so that it goes on my YouTube quicker. So the first card that we had today, actually before I get into that, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate that if you could share or like, because it gets my algorithms up so I can, you know, all that stuff, all that jazz. Anyway, so first I had heal, and I feel with heal that it's not about you doing the healing now. What the heal is about being the healing, being just living in being you. Because the problem with the term healing and the problem with the concept of healing is it's like you're never healed, you're always healing, like tomorrow never comes. So you're always in a process of never being right, never being okay enough to do the next thing, never being enough to step into your divinity, never being quite there, always having something that you need to sort. Now if you just try and live in joy, which isn't forcing joy, it's living in the things that make you feel whole, the knock-on effect of that is joy. Don't try and force joy, because then that's not joy. Joy is a byproduct of doing the things that feel right for your spirit, the things that bring you fulfillment, well, as a byproduct bring you joy. So the heal for me is about just being. After the heal came up the card observe. Be the observer. So get to know who this you is at this moment in time, this person who's done all this, like, kind of surrender to the universe, or this work has happened, hopefully spontaneous shadow work from the universe, nothing too forced. A lot of people who will have done their inner child work, whether they've done it with a coach or just on their own, done bits of reparenting on their own. People have done this stuff. So who are you now? Maybe it's time to reintroduce yourself to yourself. Look in the mirror, maybe write a letter to yourself, do a recording like this to yourself, do some notes, anything, journal. Who are you now? And what does this new person think of the person who you was last year, say, or 6 months ago? Who is this person? How does this person think? I feel, observe what comes up for you there. Observe your conversations, what come up with people around you. Does anything still trigger you? Why does it trigger you? Be the observer of things, but don't attach to it. Because the moment you attach to something, it drags you with it. So if you attach to something negative in your life, you attach to it, it'll pull you with it. It's like attaching yourself to a car that ain't gonna stop. You'll just get dragged along. And detach yourself and go and drive your own car. So that's being the observer. If you just observe, you won't be carried along with anything that goes in the direction that you don't want to be going in. The final card was rebuild. Hi, so after some technical difficulties, I can do the final card. The final card is rebuild. Wow. It feels like a Mercury retrograde, even though it's a Pluto retrograde. But someone told me the other day, and I could be wrong, I'm not great on astrology, that Saturn's in retrograde as well, but I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties. So anyway, final card is rebuild. So after the getting to observe yourself, getting to know yourself, reintroducing yourself to yourself and observing how you are with yourself and what triggers you around other people, the rebuild, which is almost like the rebirth, the transformation, the coming out of the cocoon to, look at this technical difficulties, to in all your glory. You've done the observing yourself. It's almost like shadow work, but not shadow work. You kind of, this is like light work. You've seen who you are. You've looked at who you are. You've done all the homework, and now you can reintroduce yourself a rebuilt version, like the towers happened. Everyone crashed. We found a better ground to rebuild ourselves on, and here you are rebuilding. It's all very heart-centered as well. The I am that is truly who you are. The I am that's in the heart-centered I am. The I am that you cannot observe because it's so deeply you. All you can observe is the human expression of you, which is here to be an expression of the divine. So the divine can like feel its way through your experience. There's a better way of saying that, but it's late tonight. The divine can express itself through you, and you go through all different things, so the divine experiences everything through you. So when you honor your path and honor your purpose, you also honor the divine and what the divine desires and needs. And in that way, you become a perfect conduit for divine power, divine source, and the divine will work through you, and you can do amazing things for yourself and for other people. So there's no reason not to be entirely yourself, because being entirely yourself is being entirely divine. And that doesn't mean you don't still make mistakes. We're humans, we do stuff, we get triggered, we do things impulsively now and again. We're not here to be infallible. We're just here to be the best that we can be. And so when you're doing this rebuild, this rebirth, don't be so hard on yourself. So praise yourself. Sometimes give yourself some praise. You've done well, collective. You've done really well. We've got this far. So many battles have been won. So much is happening. We're getting there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It wasn't too long. Like I said at the beginning, if you could like and subscribe, I'd be very grateful. If you could share, I'd be very grateful. Anything you can do to help the channel, I'd be very grateful. Still got offers going on my website, www.sophiaroad.co.uk. I'm very active on TikTok and Instagram, oracle_Sophia, and obviously I put things on this channel like nearly every day now. So I hope you're enjoying the content. If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know, and I will speak to you all soon. Namaste.